The supermodel sisters just revealed they have a secret half-sister. And trust us, she's Hadid material to the max. Her name is Aydan Nix. She's 23, a Parsons grad, a fashion designer, and an aspiring influencer who could easily be mistaken for a third Hadid sister on any red carpet. Turns out Aydan is the daughter of Mohamed Hadid, Gigi and Bella's dad, and a woman named Terry Hatfield-Dull. The two had a brief romance in the early 2000s after Mohamed's divorce from Yolanda Hadid. Fast forward 2 decades and a little bit of DNA magic, and voila. In a joint statement to the Daily Mail, Gigi and Bella shared that Aydan grew up in Florida with the man she believed was her father until his sudden passing when she was 19. Out of curiosity, she took a genetic test and discovered she was biologically connected to some very famous faces. The trio first connected in late 2023, and according to the sisters, they embraced Aydan with open arms. They added, "As siblings, we've had many open and loving conversations, with Aydan included, about how to support and protect her." So yes, the Hadid group chat just got a little bigger. As for their dad Mohamed, he has met Aydan, but hasn't publicly acknowledged her, though sources say their relationship is cordial and pleasant. Insiders also claim he's known about her for years, but never provided financial support. There's mutual respect, but also discretion. So who is this mystery sister? Aydan was an honor student and cheerleader in Orlando. She even delivered Domino's pizza in the summers. Talk about hustle. She later moved to New York to attend the Parsons School of Design, interned with big-name stylists and photographers, and worked retail at a vintage store. She graduated just this month, though Mohamed reportedly canceled his attendance about a week beforehand. While Gigi and Bella are opening their hearts and likely their closets to Aydan, they also asked fans to respect her privacy. She and her family value their anonymity, they said, and want her to continue her life as a young woman in New York City, away from the chaos of the spotlight. Will we see more of Aydan on the fashion scene soon? That remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, the Hadid dynasty just got a little more fabulous.
Family is a big part of us, and I mean, since we were little, our moms always taught us that family goes first.
A Hadid family secret revealed. Bella and Gigi have a younger sister.
I haven't talked about it.
The model pair revealing their sibling, 23-year-old Aydan Nix, to the Daily Mail Friday. A daughter their dad Mohamed didn't know he had, the result of a brief relationship he had with Aydan's mom after divorcing Bella and Gigi's Yolanda in 2001.
I'm very, very proud of him.
Aydan was born and raised in Florida and grew up believing her dad, who died when Aydan was 19, was also her biological father. After his death, Aydan took a DNA test and discovered the famous family connection, eventually meeting her sisters IRL in 2023. But Aydan, an aspiring fashion designer based in New York, isn't seeking the spotlight. Bella and Gigi pleading with fans to respect her privacy in their statement.
Sometimes when it gets a bit overwhelming, it's amazing to have my family.
The now 23-year-old, who has more siblings of her own, joins a big extended Hadid family.
Gigi and Bella Hadid's secret half-sister has been revealed. Aydan Nix is a fashion designer, stylist, and aspiring influencer who bears a strong resemblance to the models. She's the daughter of their father, Mohamed Hadid, and a woman named Terry Hatfield-Dull, with whom the real estate developer had a brief romance following his 2001 divorce from Yolanda Hadid. Gigi and Bella said in a statement on Thursday, "Over 20 years, our dad, while single, had a brief relationship that led to pregnancy. Aydan was born and raised in Florida, growing up with the man she lovingly knew as her father until his sudden passing when she was 19. According to Gigi and Bella, Nix then decided to take a genetic test out of curiosity, which led her to discover a biological connection to the cover girls. The trio first connected in late 2023, at which point the Hadids embraced Aydan with open arms. Nix has spent time with all of the Hadids, including Mohamed, though he hasn't publicly acknowledged her existence. She recently graduated from the Parsons School of Design in Manhattan. Gigi and Bella gushed, "We've cherished this unexpected and beautiful addition to our family. As siblings, we've had many open and loving conversations, with Aydan included, about how to support and protect her." The superstars made sure to note that Nix and her family value their privacy and asked the public to honor her wish and right to her anonymity as she continues her life as a young woman in New York. Mohamed's fling with Dull ended shortly before she discovered she was pregnant. In addition to Gigi and Bella, Mohamed and Yolanda share son Anwar Hadid.
The fashion world just got rocked by one of the most unexpected family revelations in celebrity history. Gigi and Bella Hadid, two of the planet's most famous supermodels, have been hiding a massive family secret that nobody saw coming. And when I tell you how this all unfolded, you are going to be absolutely stunned by the twists and turns that led to this bombshell announcement. Picture this colon. You are living your normal life thinking you know exactly who you are and where you come from. Then tragedy strikes, curiosity gets the better of you, and suddenly you discover you're related to two of the most famous women on earth. That is exactly what happened to 23-year-old Aydan Nix, and her story is about to blow your mind. Just days. Gigi and Bella Hadid dropped a joint statement that sent shockwaves through social media and entertainment news. They revealed they have a secret half-sister named Aydan Nix, confirming what had been whispered rumors for months. But here is where it gets crazy, they did not just casually mention it. These two fiercely private sisters put out an official statement to the Daily Mail, which means this was big enough to break their usual silence about family matters. The statement began with words that nobody expected. Quote, over 20 years ago, our dad, while single, had a brief relationship that led to a pregnancy, end quote. We are talking about Mohamed Hadid, the billionaire real estate mogul who has been married multiple times and has built an empire. But this relationship happened right after his messy divorce from Yolanda Hadid in 2001, during a time when he was navigating his new single life. But here is what makes this story even more incredible. Aydan was now raised knowing she was a Hadid. She grew up in Florida with her mother, Terry Hatfield Dull, and a man she called Dad her entire childhood. This wasn't some abandoned child story or family drama where everyone knew the truth. Aydan genuinely believed this man was her biological father, and by all accounts, he was an amazing parent who loved her unconditionally. The plot thickens when tragedy struck Aydan's world. When she was just 19 years old, the man who raised her suddenly passed away. Imagine losing the person you consider your father at such a young age, dealing with that grief while trying to figure out your place in the world. But what happened next changed everything she thought she knew about herself. After losing her father, Aydan made a decision that would alter her life forever. She decided to take a genetic test out of pure curiosity. Maybe she wanted to learn more about her heritage, or perhaps she was trying to fill the void left by her father's passing. Whatever the reason, that simple DNA test revealed a biological connection that nobody could have predicted, that she was directly related to the Hadid family. Think about the moment when those results came back. You are expecting maybe some distant relatives or interesting ethnic background information, and instead you discover your biological father is one of the most famous men in fashion and real estate. Not only that, but you have half-sisters who are literally household names, gracing magazine covers and walking runways around the world. The sisters first connected in late 2023, and get this, Aydan was studying abroad in Paris at the time. Talk about perfect timing and location for a life-changing family reunion. According to Gigi and Bella, from that very first moment, they embraced Aydan with open arms. There was no hesitation, no awkwardness, no questions about whether this was real or legitimate. What is absolutely beautiful about this whole situation is how the Hadid family handled it. Mohamed Hadid, despite his complex relationship history, immediately welcomed Aydan as his daughter. She has spent time with all of them, including their father, and the sisters describe her as an unexpected and beautiful addition to their family. This was not just some distant acknowledgement, they brought her into the fold completely. Now let us talk about Aydan herself, because her story is fascinating beyond just being related to famous people. She's a recent graduate from Parsons School of Design in New York, which is one of the most prestigious fashion schools in the world. While her sisters conquered the modeling world, Aydan is taking a different path in fashion. She is focusing on design styling and building her influence in the industry. Here is what is wild about the resemblance factor. When photos of Aydan started circulating online, people could not believe how much she looks like Gigi and Bella. The family genes are incredibly strong, and she has that same striking beauty that made her sisters international sensations. She has got the bone structure, the height, and that unmistakable Hadid look that has made their family so recognizable. But the discovery of this family connection has created an unexpected problem. The moment news broke about Aydan being a Hadid, her Instagram account exploded. Her follower count went from a normal college graduate's social media presence to thousands of new followers practically overnight. People were commenting things like, quote, "here before this blows up," end quote, end quote. "You are so lucky to find out you are sisters with billionaires," end quote. This massive attention surge is exactly what Gigi and Bella were worried about. In their statement, they made it crystal clear that Aydan values her privacy and they're doing everything they can to protect her from the crazy world of celebrity attention. They have had multiple family conversations about how to support and shield her from the intensity that comes with being connected to their level of fame. The sisters specifically asked the public to honor Aydan's wish for anonymity as she continues building her life as a young woman in New York. But let us be real, Dash, that is nearly impossible when you're suddenly connected to two of the most photographed women in the world. Every move she makes is now going to be scrutinized, every relationship analyzed, and every career choice questioned. What makes this revelation even more complex is understanding the full Hadid family tree. Mohamed Hadid has been married multiple times and has created quite the blended family situation. Before Yolanda, he was married to Mary Butler, and they had two daughters, Marielle, who is now 44, and Alana, who is 39. Then came his marriage to Yolanda, which gave us Gigi Bella and their brother Anwar. So Aydan is not just getting two famous half-sisters, she's been welcomed into a family that already includes multiple half-siblings from different marriages. But here is what is interesting, the older Hadid sisters, Mariella and Alana, have managed to maintain relatively private lives despite their father's fame and their younger siblings' massive success. The timing of this revelation raises some interesting questions about when exactly the family knew about Aydan's existence. The sisters say they first connected in late 2023, but Mohamed would have known about the relationship that led to Aydan's birth. Did he know she existed all these years? Was he looking for her? Or was this truly a surprise for everyone involved? What is particularly touching about their statement is how they emphasize the loving conversations they have had as siblings about protecting each other. This is not just about media strategy or damage control, These sisters genuinely care about making sure Aydan can navigate this new reality without being overwhelmed by the spotlight. The fashion industry connection adds another layer to this. Story. Aydan is not just some random person who got connected to famous siblings, She is actively pursuing a career in the same industry where her sisters dominate. She has got the education, the talent, and now the family connections to potentially make a huge impact. But she will also face the challenge of proving herself without people assuming her success is only because of her famous last name. Looking at Aydan's social media presence before this revelation, she seemed like a typical fashion student living her life in New York. She had posts about her design work, her studies at Parsons, and normal college experiences. There were even hints of her connection to Palestinian causes with Palestine flags in her bio, and on her phone case showing she shares the same cultural awareness and activism that her sisters are known for. The Palestinian connection is significant because it has been such a major part of Gigi and Bella's identity and advocacy work. Their father Mohammed fled Palestine during the 1947 to 1949 conflict, and this experience has deeply influenced the entire family's worldview. Seeing Aydan already expressing support for Palestinian causes suggests she has been connected to this heritage even before knowing about her biological family. What happens next for Aydan is going to be fascinating to watch. She has got several paths she could take. She could embrace the spotlight and leverage her new family connections to build a massive platform in fashion and social media. Or she could follow the example of her older half-sisters Marielle and Alana, who have maintained successful but private careers away from the intense media attention. The fashion world is absolutely buzzing about this revelation because it potentially adds another major player to an already powerful family dynasty. The Hadid name carries enormous weight in modeling, fashion, and social influence. Having another family member with formal fashion education and design skills could create opportunities for collaborations and business ventures that nobody saw coming. But there's also the question of how this affects the existing family dynamics. Gigi and Bella have always been portrayed as a dynamic duo of the fashion world, with their brother Anwar carving out his own space in modeling and music. Adding another sister to this mix, especially one who is talented and educated in fashion, could shift the family's public image and business strategies. The protection and privacy concerns that Gigi and Bella raise in their statement are completely valid. We have seen what happens when regular people get thrust into the celebrity spotlight overnight. The pressure can be overwhelming, relationships can suffer, and the constant attention can make normal life nearly impossible. The sisters are clearly trying to prevent Aydan from experiencing the negative sides of fame while still welcoming her into their world. This whole situation also highlights the complex realities of modern families and how DNA testing is changing people's understanding of their heritage and family connections. Aydan's story could be inspiration for countless others who might discover unexpected family connections through genetic testing. But it also shows how life-altering these discoveries can be, especially when they connect you to extremely famous people. The business implications of this revelation are enormous. The Hadid family has built multiple successful ventures leveraging their fame and influence. Gigi and Bella have their modeling careers, endorsement deals, and fashion collaborations worth millions. Having another family member with design skills and fashion education could open up completely new opportunities for family business ventures. What makes this story so compelling is how it combines elements that people love in celebrity news dash. Family secrets, unexpected revelations, beautiful people, and heartwarming acceptance. But it also raises important questions about privacy, family dynamics, and how we treat people who suddenly find themselves in the public eye through no choice of their own. The fact that Aydan was living a completely normal life as a Parsons student just months ago, and now she is being discussed in major entertainment publications worldwide, shows how quickly life can change. She went from being anonymous to being connected to two of the most famous women in the world, and that transition has to be incredibly overwhelming. As this story continues to develop, we will likely see more details emerge about how the family is handling this integration, whether Aydan will step into the public eye more, and how this affects the Hadid family's various business and career ventures. What is certain is that the fashion world just got a lot more interesting, and the Hadid family dynasty just added another potentially powerful member to their ranks. The revelation of Aydan Nix as the secret Hadid half-sister is more than just celebrity gossip dash. It is a story about family identity, unexpected connections, and how DNA testing is reshaping our understanding of who we are and where we come from. And something tells me this is just the beginning of Aydan's journey into the spotlight, whether she wants it or not.